2 for What It's Worth, the only show to test your quizzing credentials and your ability in antiques. 3 pairs of contestants are ready to play, and each team has a quizzer who has to answer a general knowledge question correctly so that their partner, the picker, has a chance to choose an antique or collectible and build a collection. Now, the aim of the game is to amass the most valuable collection. And joining me in the studio today, the queen of the curios, it's our resident antiques expert, the wonderful Anita Manning. How lovely to see you.
Lovely to be here, Fern.
Very nice to see you. So, Anita, what have we got on offer today?
We have a coffee set, a menu, some candlesticks, a watch, a card case, some figures, a painting, a coin, a brooch, a Tiffington, a chatelaine, and some salts.
Now, one of these items is our top lot, which is worth a whopping £2,500, and that is the lot to spot, because at the end of the show, the winning pair will walk away with the cash equivalent of one of their items. But beware, because the lots decrease in value right down to our worthless lot, which is worth a tenner or less, and that is the lot to avoid. So, who's playing today? Team 1, who are you?
Hi, my name is Sital, and this is my best friend, Aletia. We're from Gloucestershire.
And we met through our love of quizzes. Very nice to meet you, and good luck. Team 2, who are you?
I'm Roxy, and this is my gorgeous husband, John.
I direct local theatre, and Roxy assists me in that.
Oh, very nice to meet you, Team 2. And welcome, Team 3. Who are you?
Hello, I'm Andy, and this is my friend Bill.
And we met in the police force when I was his sergeant.
How exciting. Good luck. Earlier, our teams got to inspect our lots, and they were watched over by Anita. But could they separate the antique from the dirt cheap? Let's see. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Right then, so this is it.
These beautiful candlesticks.
The painting?
Painting's very good.
Gold gilt. They think the metal's gold.
Salt.
It says Max and Ethel.
It's a silver hallmark in it, so
Yeah.
I say that's silver.
Good boys. Beautiful brooch.
OK, it will go to the value of the gemstones in there.
The
Got
Valentine?
pearled.
But he sees the quality. A man of taste.
The watch?
I like the hands on there, though.
Yeah.
Is it working, do you reckon, or do you think it's broken?
No, it seems to have stopped.
What do you think of the metal?
Is that a gold watch?
Not sure what that is.
No, I'm not sure it is.
Right, painting. This is
Let's
gorgeous.
look for an autograph.
I can't see any signature.
There's something there, a little bit of a signature.
Is it possible to look at the back of the canvas? Oh, here we go.
Yes,
Here we go.
well done, Sital.
Harold Workman.
It's always good to look at the back of a picture.
I don't like it, so it's probably worth a lot of money.
What's true?
These figurines are very interesting.
So it's set 4, so that's going to add to the value of them.
They're horrible.
Oh, she thinks they're horrible. Horrible.
Excellent detail in the faces.
Is one of them representing, like, summer, winter?
It could well possibly cover 4 seasons, but I like these because of the intricacy of the patterns.
They are recognising some of the quality.
At a signed BEA Silver Wing menu.
It's signed. Now, the signatures, I must
Oh,
be
yes.
going to add value to it.
Signed by who?
I can't make out signature at all.
Silver card case.
Is it silver?
Hallmarked.
Oh, yeah, there's a hallmark.
Have a wee look at the work that's involved in it.
You've got to think about the pictures that are on it. Oh, yeah, now that looks like Windsor Castle, doesn't it?
Correct.
The coffee set is beautiful.
Age-wise, I'd say 1950s.
We're missing some lids.
OK, so it's not complete.
Would that matter?
It is very nice.
Oh, no, this I like.
It's called a Tiffington.
You'd have 1, 2, 3 courses of food.
It's just a piece of
OK, let's move on.
Right, let's have a look at this coin. Could be Roman.
There's a lot of wear to it, isn't there?
It looks like it's
It's
silver.
not in the best of conditions. Look at it.
A chatelaine.
What is a chatelaine?
I'm not sure.
I don't know what it is. It's some sort of dress piece.
On your belt or something.
Ah, clever girl, clever girl.
I don't think that is very exciting.
No?
My top lot, I think, is the candlesticks.
I'm going to go with the painting.
I go for the figurines.
Bottom lot, I'm going to go with the Tiffington.
The Tiffington.
Say the chatelaine.
Yeah, OK.
But those candlesticks are not bad too, you know. You know, it's yeah.
Anita, that must be fun spying on them. What did you think of them?
I thought our teams were splendid, but they may have missed 1 or 2 wee hints.
Oh, interesting. And how have we arrived at the valuation here for these antiques?
The values for each lot have been agreed between myself and an independent valuer. They're based on the hammer price we would expect them to reach at auction, but with no auction costs added.
Thank you very much, Anita. Just to add an extra twist, we have our mystery lot. Now, it could be worth thousands, or it could be worth peanuts, but that is for our winners to decide a little bit later. But for now, it's time for round 1. I'm going to ask 8 general knowledge questions. Now, pickers, before each one, I'll ask you to select which lot you'd like to play for. And quizzers, if you buzz in with the correct answer, well, you'll get to add that to your collection. But beware, because if you buzz in incorrectly, you'll be frozen out of the next question. So, pickers, would you please make your first pick? Let's see what you've chosen. Sital and Aletia have gone for the painting, John and Roxy for the candlesticks, and Andy and Bill for the figures. Quizzers, fingers on buzzers, here comes question number 1. Espadrilles are usually worn, Sital.
On the feet.
Correct. Espadrilles are usually worn on which part of the body? You said feet. Correct. The painting is yours.
Get in there.
As easy as that, eh? OK. Pickers make a pick. Sital and Aletia have gone for the menu, John and Roxy for the candlesticks, and Andy and Bill sticking with the figures. The theme park, Dollywood, is named... Yes, Sital.
Dolly Parton.
The theme park, Dollywood, is named after which US entertainer? It is Dolly Parton. The menu is yours. There it goes. Pickers make a pick. Ha! Sital and Aletia have gone for the candlesticks, as have John and Roxy. Andy and Bill sticking with the figures. By what abbreviation is deoxyribonucleic... Sital.
DNA.
Wow, correct. By what abbreviation is deoxyribonucleic acid better known? And it is DNA. Sital and Aletia, the candlesticks are yours. Let everyone else have a go.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Pickers make a pick. Oh, you have all gone for the figures. So who's going to get them? Question 4. What is the name of the 1902 landmark New York building famous... Yes, Sital.
Empire State Building.
Incorrect. Sorry. What is the name of the 1902 landmark New York building famous for being shaped like a triangle? The answer is the Flatiron Building. You're now frozen out of this question. Roxy and Bill, make a pick. Still sticking with the figures. OK, quizzers. In 2006, the cricketer Mark Ramprakash won which Yes, Andy?
Strictly Come Dancing.
In 2006, the cricketer Mark Ramprakash won which TV competition? It is Strictly Come Dancing. You're correct. The figures are yours. And they're going to start your collection. Sital and Aletia, you're back into this one. So pickers, make a pick. Sital and Aletia have gone for the coin. John and Roxy for the chatelaine, and Andy and Bill for the brooch. The Gobi Desert stretches across China and which... Yes, Andy?
Mongolia.
The Gobi Desert stretches across China and which other country? The answer is Mongolia. The brooch, Andy and Bill, is yours. Pickers, make a pick. Sital and Aletia have gone for the coin again. John and Roxy for the chatelaine, but Andy and Bill are going for the watch. On the London Underground, which line is coloured green? Sital?
Circle line.
Incorrect. It's the district line. You're frozen out. Here we are. Final question in this round. Pickers make a pick. John and Roxy for the chatelaine again. Andy and Bill sticking with the watch. Which awards ceremony first took place at the Hollywood Roosevelt? Andy?
The Oscars.
The full question. Which awards ceremony first took place at the Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel on the 16th of May, 1929? It was indeed the Oscars. The watch is in your collection. At the end of round 1, Sital and Aletia have the painting, the candlesticks, and the menu. John and Roxy, hey, nothing's taken their eye yet. They're just waiting. Andy and Bill, they have the figures, the watch, and the brooch. Now, our teams have started to build their collections, but have they chosen wisely? Well, before they have the chance to add more of them, Anita is going to give each pair a fact about a lot of their choice. So, let's start with Sital and Aletia. Sital, what do you do?
I own a convenience store, and right next door to my shop is a Banksy painting.
Oh, my goodness.
And I was literally 2 minutes away from seeing him paint it. He was just packing up and leaving, and I saw a marquee that's cordoned off and thought crime scene and thought nothing more of it. And then about 20 minutes later, the Banksy was up and running.
Incredible. And tell me about yourself, Aletia. What do you do?
I run a music teaching business with my husband.
How wonderful. Do you play everything?
I play nothing. But my husband plays everything. He's fantastic, but I help with all the admin side of it.
What would you like to know more about from Anita?
I would like to know, please, about the chatelaine.
The chatelaine.
This is a chased and engraved gilt chatelaine dating from circa 1750. The French word chatelaine was originally used to describe the set of chains designed to have all the tools necessary for the woman, such as keys and sewing needles. Eventually, they were adopted by men for use as watch chains, and this particular piece has an image of a lyre and other musical instruments, suggesting it was made for a musically minded person.
John and Roxy, welcome to you. John, what do you do?
Well, full-time, I work in insurance, but as I mentioned earlier, I direct local theatre. That's
You're
my
a
passion.
very artistic, theatrical insurance man, surely.
I came to it late.
And Roxy, what do you collect?
I collect Swedish Scandinavian glassware, collectible bits that are unusual and quirky.
You'll be interested in this, Anita, because you do have a very good eye, particularly for a poster that you spotted.
When we had a shop years ago in Brighton, I went next door to Boris and Tea, and she put this big poster up, and it was an original from Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. So I said, oh, wow, I love that. She said, oh, do you want to buy it? So we met at about £180, and two gentlemen came into the shop, and they said, yes, we'll have it. £1,250. So that was a good markup.
That was good, wasn't it?
Well done.
Now,
Thank
which
you.
lot would you like to know more about?
I think I would like to know more about the coin.
The coin.
This is a half-groat from the reign of Edward VI, from around 1547 to 1549. One side shows the crowned bust of the king looking to the right, with the shield of arms depicted on the other. It is worn and a bit weak. Although I imagine if I was nearly 500 years old, I'd be feeling a bit worn and weak too. There is, of course, a big market for old coins, but it's rarity that can often add the zeros onto the end of the price tag.
There's a lot to think about there. And now we say welcome to Andy and Bill. Lovely to have you here. So, Andy, you're a founder of a very good quiz team.
I am, but you wouldn't think so when you hear the name. It's the Exmoor Muppets.
But it's the fun, isn't it?
It's the fun of taking part.
And, Bill, what do you like to look for when you're going around a flea market or something?
I'm interested in African art. I got a lovely pair of fertility bowls from East Africa, matching bowls, and you know, it's that kind of thing that.
Do they work?
Someone's worked over. Oh, I hope not.
Thank you both very much indeed. What would you like to know more about from
I'd like to know
Anita?
about the brooch.
This is a Victorian handmade pearl and turquoise brooch from around 1880, featuring two intertwined hearts. The big question with any jewellery containing pearls is whether they are natural or cultivated. Natural ones tend to be more desirable and fetch the higher prices, and the ones in this brooch do fall into that category.
So, I hope that helped. It's time now to play round two. In this round, the pickers will select a lot to play for, and the quizzers will again try and secure it by answering correctly. But this time around, the lots come with their own question categories, and here they are. So, for example, if you wanted the coffee set, your quizzer would be allowed to pick a question from either Greek mythology or soundtracks. Now, at the end of this round, the team with the least valuable collection will be eliminated, so choose wisely. Team one, you're up first. So, Aletia, pick a lot for me.
I would like to choose the card case, please.
Card case. So, Sital, boxing or soundtracks?
I'll take soundtracks, please.
Soundtracks, here's
Yes.
your question. I've had the time of my life. Features on the soundtrack to which 1987 film?
Oh, I love this film. Dirty Dancing.
It is Dirty Dancing. The card case is yours. Excellent. John and Roxy, your turn. Roxy, what would you like?
The coin, please.
The coin. Boxing or maths, John?
Boxing.
Boxing, here we go. In November 2015, Tyson Fury took the title of World Heavyweight Champion after defeating which opponent?
Vladimir Klitschko.
Correct. Well done. The coin is yours. Andy and Bill? Bill, what's your pick?
The chatelaine, please.
The Chatelaine. Languages or British television drama, Andy?
British television drama, please.
What was the name of the 1981 Evelyn Waugh adaptation starring Jeremy Irons?
Brighthead Revisited?
Correct, it is. The Chatelaine is yours. Teams, you may have missed out on that one thing that you really want. So if so, here's your chance to get your hands on it. From now on, you can either go for what's left on the grid or you can try to steal a lot that is in a rival team's collection. Think about it, this is strategic. But pickers, be warned, if you choose to steal from another team, they will get to choose which category your quizzer must face. You cannot steal from a team who has only one lot in their collection. So, Team 1, Sital and Aletia, do you want to pick from the grid or steal from a rival?
I would like to steal, please.
What would you like?
The figurines.
The figures, OK, they're in Andy and Bill's collection. So, Andy and Bill, which category would you like to give Sital?
Children's literature.
Children's literature. Sital, here you go. Who wrote the 1950 novel The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe?
Clive Staples Lewis.
That was spot on. Of course, most of us only know him as C.S. Lewis. But Clive Staple, how do you know that?
It's my favourite book of all time. You know, when I'm not working 12, 13 hours a day, I always imagine when it's raining that I can go into the wardrobe and get to Narnia and get some Turkish delight.
Right, the figures are yours. I'm sorry, Andy and Bill, you've lost them. John and Roxy, pick or steal?
Steal, I think.
What would you like?
I might try and get the figurines.
Oh. OK, Sital and Aletia. What category do you think John's going to have trouble with?
Let's test the old grey matter and give him maths.
Maths. All right, John? Mm-hmm. Which is the only prime number between 5 and 11?
7.
Correct, it is 7. Well done, John and Roxy. The figurines are coming out of Sital and Aletia's collection and into yours. Good. Andy and Bill, are you going to pick or steal?
I'd like to steal the candlesticks.
The candlesticks in Sital and Aletia's collection. OK, Sital, Aletia, try and defend your candlesticks.
Soundtracks?
Soundtracks, please.
Soundtracks, Andy. In 2016, Sam Smith became the second winner of an Oscar for a Bond theme. Who was the first?
Shirley Bassey?
Incorrect. It was Adele. Well defended, Sital and Aletia. Pick or steal?
Oh, why don't we steal the figures back?
Why not? John and Roxy, pick a category for Sital.
Yeah, boxing.
Boxing? Here we go, Sital. The boxing match, known as the Rumble in the Jungle, took place in 1974 in which country?
Thriller and Melina, country. It's not Argentina. Sorry, it's gone.
Argentina, no. Zaire. Unlucky, but well defended, John and Roxy. John and Roxy, pick or steal?
I'd like to steal the candlesticks, please.
The candlesticks. Sital and Aletia?
Let's give him soundtracks.
Soundtracks. John, here we go. Which singer spent 16 weeks at #1 with the theme to the film Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves?
Brian.
Say anything.
I'm sorry, time up. You got the Brian bit right. Adams. Brian Adams.
I knew that.
Candlesticks are safe, Sital and Aletia. Right, Andy and Bill, pick or steal?
I think we'll go for the candlesticks as well.
Oh, have a steal. Sital and Aletia.
Right.
What category for Andy?
Greek mythology. Greek mythology, please.
OK, Andy, Greek mythology. Who was the Greek goddess of victory?
Nike?
Correct. It is Nike. You have got those candlesticks and they're coming to you. Well, that is the end of that round. A little bloodied and bruised, I think. So let's see how the collections are looking. Sital and Aletia have got the painting, the card case and the menu. John and Roxy have the coin and the figures, and Andy and Bill have the brooch, the chatelaine, the candlesticks and the watch. OK, for one team, it is now the end of the road, and the team with the least valuable collection will now be eliminated. So, Anita, who is leaving us first?
The pair leaving us first is Andy and Bill. No. So sorry.
Well, not only are you leaving the game, sadly, but all those things in your collection are also coming back to us. But of course you want to know what they're worth, don't you? Anita.
Andy and Bill, your brooch with the seed pearls and the turquoise. It is Victorian, but its value is £230. Your chatelaine, a nice thing, but it's only worth £100. Now, the watch dates from the 18th century. It is French in origin, and you can almost imagine it being sported around the streets of Paris. It is set in a gold case with its ornate hands and its white enamel dial. This is a striking piece, and it is worth £800. So it was a lovely thing to choose and a high-value item. Your fourth item, Rococo porcelain candlesticks, which have been hopping back and forward through all the teams. Rococo epitomised grandeur and luxury in European style and the growing fascination with natural landscapes, which is evident in the floral sprays on the porcelain body of these candlesticks. The value on these Rococo candlesticks, £500. So it was a good pick.
So altogether, the collection is worth...
£1,630. What a wonderful total for a losing team.
Andy and Bill, it's been a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for playing For What It's Worth.
Thank you.
And also the unclaimed items in the grid are now leaving the game. So let's quickly find out from Anita what they are worth and if the top lot is still in the game.
First up is the tiffin tin. Tiffin tins, or dabbas, are a kind of lunchbox used widely in South Asia. It is made out of steel and would have kept food warm for several hours. Value on that? £30. Now, you all loved this retro pool coffee set, but not enough to pick it. It dates back from the 1960s. It comes with 2 pots, 6 cups, 6 saucers, 2 unique bowls and 5 small plates. So this may not be a complete and full set. Pool pottery was by no means rare, as the company was a prolific manufacturer. Well, none of you were tempted, and the value is only £80. So, let's move on to the salts. Ideally, salts such as these would come complete with a spoon or miniature shovel that would have been used to serve the salt. Now, these are engraved with the names of Max and Ethel. We don't know who Max and Ethel were, but it's possible that they were a couple who were gifted these to celebrate their silver wedding anniversary. But, as we know, collectors love things that come in a pair. So, what does that mean for their value?
Tell us.
Under £10?
No.
And therefore, worthless.
Wow. So, is the £2,500 item still in play?
It's still there, Fern.
Oh. Teams, congratulations on getting this far. You now have one last chance to pick our experts' brains. So which lot do you need to know more about? Team 1.
I would like to know more about the figures, please.
Everyone loved the figures. This is a set of Derby porcelain Chelsea figures, representative of the 4 seasons. They were made circa 1770 by the celebrated modeller Pierre Stéphane. Collectors of porcelain figurines will know only too well how hard it is to assemble full sets. And here we have the complete group.
That's got our minds going, hasn't it? Team 2, John and Roxy. What would you like to hear more about?
I would like to hear more about the painting, please.
This painting is entitled Sunday Morning, King's Road, Chelsea. It was painted by Harold Workman, a 20th century British painter who worked in oils and watercolour. His paintings are mainly of architectural subjects, but he dabbled in canal and water scenes. Workman's art is comparatively affordable, but since his death in 1975, his work has become more sought after than it ever was.
We just don't know, do we? But I do know that it's time for our final round, and at the end of this, we'll have our winners. In this round, I'll show you a category and 12 possible answers. Now, 9 of the answers are correct, 3 of them are not. Each of you will then take turns to choose an answer that you think is correct. As it's the final round, both quizzers and pickers will play, so there's nowhere to hide. Pick a wrong answer, and your opponents will be able to steal a lot from your collection. We'll play 3 questions in total. The pair with the most valuable collection can choose to go first or second on this one. So, Anita, who is that at the moment?
The team who has the most valuable collection so far is Sital and Aletia.
OK. Team 1, the first question is Irish counties. Would you like to go first or second?
We'll go first, please.
Go first. Here are the answers. Sital, give me an answer.
I'd like to go with Tipperary, please.
Tipperary. It's correct. It's a long way to Tipperary, by the way. John, an answer, please.
Mayo.
Mayo. Is that correct? Yes, it's in the northwest. Aletia.
I'm going to go with Claire.
Claire. On the west coast, that is correct. Roxy.
Kerry.
Kerry. Is that correct? Yes, that's in the southwest. Sital.
Kilkenny.
Kilkenny. It's correct. Also the name of a city, an Irish city. Well done.
Yes.
John, you're next.
Cork.
Cork. Of course, that's correct. That's the largest county. Aletia.
Offaly.
Offaly. Correct. Right in the centre of Ireland. Roxy.
The pressure's on now, isn't it? Pure guess. Is it Pinter?
Pinter. Oh, It's actually the name of Christopher Columbus's ship.
Oh.
Yes. OK, let's have a look at the other wrong answers. Acklins, it's a small island in the Bahamas. Silverside is a cut of beef. Right. Sital and Aletia, you are free to steal from John and Roxy.
Well, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? Let's take the figurines.
I'd like to take the
You take figurines, because you also said it was the Four Seasons, which is what you confirmed.
Yes, please,
OK.
we have the figures.
The figures are certainly going into your collection. Sorry, John and Roxy. OK, Team 2, this is your chance. Your question is, can you spot the real names of trees, plants and flowers? Would you like to take this first or second?
First.
Yes? First. Here we go, here are the answers. John, give me an answer.
Hooded skullcap.
Hooded skullcap. Is that correct? Yes, it's a herb with a flowered hood. Sital.
Right, let's try monkey puzzle tree.
Monkey puzzle tree. It's correct, of course. Roxy.
Yellow skunk cabbage.
Yellow skunk cabbage. Correct. Known for its skunky odour. Aletia.
I would like to go with the corpse flower, please, which I believe is that very big one that smells horrendous.
The corpse flower. Yes, correct, and it is exactly that, named for its smell. John.
Sneezewort.
Sneezewort. Correct. Poisonous to cattle and sheep. Sital.
Right, clutching at straws, I think there might be a jack-in-the-box.
Jack in the box. Oh!
Never
It
mind.
is, of course, the toy. Let's see the remaining wrong answers. Let's see where they are. Death in the Afternoon. It's actually a cocktail invented by Ernest Hemingway. And Bottomsfold is a place in Ashton-under-Lyme. Right. John and Roxy, have a little think.
Yeah, I want my porcelain figures back, please.
Taking the figurines back, here they come into your collection. Third and final question goes to Team 1, and here it is. It's all on this. Barbara Streisand films. Sital and Aletia, would you like to go first or second?
Yes, please.
First.
My favourite subject films.
Here are the answers. Sital.
Yentl, please.
Yentl. Yes, she plays the title character and directed it too, didn't she? John.
Funny girl.
Funny Girl. Correct, she plays Fanny Bryce. Aletia.
Love Me Like You Do.
Love Me Like You Do.
Sorry.
Incorrect. That is an Ellie Goulding song. Let's have a look first of all at the other wrong answers. Knickerbocker Glory and Sad Cyprus is an Agatha Christie novel. John and Roxy, a pivotal moment in the game. You are going to steal from Sital and Aletia. What would you like?
Even just really ordinary paintings can fetch a lot of money.
Yep. We'd like to go for the painting, please.
The painting is coming into your collection, John and Roxy.
Sorry.
OK, your collections are now complete and fixed and will determine which team is victorious. Anita, who are today's winners?
It was a roller coaster, and I can reveal the pair with the most valuable collection are John and Roxy.
Thank you.
Congratulations, John and Roxy. And Sital and Aletia, you have played so well, but you didn't quite create the valuable enough collection. Anita, please talk about the lots that they're not taking home.
First up is the lovely Victorian sterling silver card case. It is chased on both sides with respective scenes of Windsor Castle and Westminster Abbey. The quality of the embossing is excellent. Items from this series are very collectible because of the historic interest and the high level of craftsmanship. The value on the card case, £1,400. It was a wonderful choice. Next up is the menu from a BEA flight from the mid-1950s. A menu on its own that can't be attributed to a specific flight isn't of much interest. However, this one is special. Why? Because it's signed, and signed by none other than Winston Churchill. You can almost picture him aboard the flight, cigar in one hand, cream cracker laced with Stilton in the other. And that is where the value lies, in the item's provenance. Its value is £1,500.
Wow.
So well done, folks, for choosing that.
So, Anita, the total value of Sital and Aletia's collection is...
£2,900.
Wow. You really did choose some wonderful items there, Sital and Aletia. Thank you so much for playing For What It's Worth.
Thank you for having us.
Very good. Well done, John and Roxy. You are today's winners. And we know that the top lot is somewhere in your collection. All that remains is for you to claim your prize. Pick one of the lots in your collection and we will give you its value in cash. So which one do you want to choose?
The figurines, you've got 4 there.
And as Anita said, it's so hard to
complete
get
set. We mustn't forget the coin, but where I work, it's a little village and there are lots of antique shops. And there's one in particular that has a lot of that in there, and I'm always surprised how little money they actually go for. So I think...
My gut feeling is the picture,
Yeah.
the painting. I like the
We'll both go
painting.
for the painting.
Yeah.
Final answer is the painting.
Yes.
Right. Before we tell you its worth, Anita, can you please tell us what they haven't won?
You have discarded this coin like an old brown penny. This coin is 500 years old. And coins are hot, hot, hot in today's market. This coin is worth £675.
Gosh.
Not the top lot.
Phew.
The second lot that you discarded were the wonderful Derby porcelain Chelsea figures. These are 18th century figures. These are in perfect condition. These are the full group of 4 by one of the most prestigious modelers for one of the most prestigious porcelain firms. Did you make the right decision? The value of these figures is £2,000.
Your chosen lot, the painting, is the top lot worth £2,500. But can we tempt you with our mystery lot, which may be worth even more? John and Roxy, here is your lot. Now, we know it is the top lot. We know it's worth £2,500, but the game is not over yet. Anita is going to tempt you with today's mystery lot. Anita, what have we got? What is that?
It's obviously a costume of some sort, made up of a few straps of material and a pair of very small shorts. But it's not so much the material that you should be focusing on here, but more the material girl. This is one of Madonna's original costumes from her 1992 Blonde Ambition tour. This one was designed by Jean-Paul Gaultier. He also designed the conical bra outfits Madonna is famous for wearing. But what's it worth?
Oh, Anita, you describe it so amazingly. It sort of draws us in. So it's quite tempting, isn't it?
I think it's worth more, but I don't want to risk it.
Yeah. It's £2,500, a lot of money. And I'm just worried about being greedy. I don't think I'd like to swap.
No, I agree with you. I
Do
think
you?
we'll keep what we've got.
Final decision.
Yes.
OK?
Don't be cross with me, though.
No.
Yes.
OK,
We're gonna stick.
final answer. Stick with this
Yes.
admittedly beautiful painting.
Absolutely. Thank you.
But what have you rejected?
It's just a minimalist piece of cloth and stud. But it has been worn by the Queen of Pop. But it's not one of the iconic costumes. But it was designed by one of the most famous French designers. I can reveal to you that this Madonna costume is valued at £3,000.
So that's not too bad.
But you are still going home with £2,500 because you found our top lot. Thank you so much. And thank you, Anita. You really took us all the way through, back and beyond. Listen, thank you very much indeed for watching. We'll see you next time when more teams will be trying to spot the lot to win the lot on For What It's Worth. Goodbye for now. Well played. Very, very well played.